1, 2, 3. What up, y'all? We are back with another Eat and Chill
in full effect.
And today, what we're eating, well, I'll introduce my food first. It's just Subway and...
She said introduce it like it had a name or something. This is Susie.
Well, we're having Lay's dill pickle chips.
I'm not too big of a fan of those. I just want to put that out there.
He's gonna
but
eat
she
them.
likes them, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat them.
And then I got a Subway sandwich that has pepperoni, salami, banana peppers, spinach, mayonnaise, mustard, and their oils on it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I got this new Chipotle cheesesteak. I just got everything on it, to be honest. I'm not going to go through the ingredients, but it's great.
So we about to slam for y'all, and we also have a topic for you guys, but before we hop into it, let's go ahead and pray.
Lord, bless this food, bless this channel, bless our followers, and bless this world. These are the blessings we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. So Josh actually came up with this topic, so I'm going to let him introduce it to y'all.
Okay.
What are we talking about,
So
babe?
today's topic is why we are not married. A lot of y'all keep asking me when I'm going to pop the question. And a lot of y'all keep asking me why I haven't popped the question or why we're not married yet. Don't take this the wrong way. I think a lot of y'all are naive as to what goes into marriage. You know, you can't just ride out love. I mean, we can love each other till the ship goes down. But the ship will go down if love is all that we're riding on. So when we say why we're not married, is because it's more so...
Why we're not married yet.
Yeah. It's like a maturity thing. For one, we both understand that we want to be financially stable. And when we say financially stable, we want to be financially comfortable. Before we even think about making that step. One, because we want a nice wedding. Two, we don't want to go into the marriage
broke,
scrambling for cash.
Yeah.
You know, that's just not how we operate.
And a lot of people forget, like, not only is the wedding expensive, because our best friends are getting married this weekend, so we got like a front
row seat,
like
the expenses and all that.
Yeah, like just a look at everything that goes into it, and it's expensive. Oh wow, your head just went all up in my area. Your curls are popping. Okay. So yeah, we got like a front row seat to see the dynamics of how much it is to have a wedding, what goes into a wedding. But not only that, a lot of people forget too, when you get married, you're obviously supposed to live with the person. Y'all are supposed to have a place together. So on top of paying for the wedding and whatnot, and your clothes that you're going to wear that day, and whatever other expenses have to do with the wedding, you also have to pay for a monthly rent. Or if it's the first time you guys are living together and neither one of you guys have a place yet, you'd have to pay for probably your first, your last month, and a safety deposit. That's just a down payment. Then a monthly rate every month, like rent or a mortgage, depending on if you do an apartment or condo. Then on top of that, the food expenses, furniture. You're gonna have to get a bed together, kitchen stuff together, living room stuff, dining room area. Just, man, all the stuff I'm naming off isn't even half the stuff that you have expenses for prior, post, and during that marriage process.
It's a whole lot to account for.
It's just a lot, yeah.
And if you're not financially comfortable, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice. Because once you guys get married, financial problems are now shared. All that, it's not just that's your debt. That is our debt now. And I know y'all probably seen the video where she paid off her school debt.
That was on Instagram. I never shared it on YouTube, I don't think.
Oh. Well, she paid off her school debt. Woo woo. I did not. I had a lot more school debt than what she had.
Because he was out of state.
Yeah,
I got like federal Pell Grant.
The only thing that messed me up was room and board.
Oh,
I had
right.
a full tuition
it's like
scholarship.
$14,000 a year.
Like $10,000 a year. 10, 12,000, something like that a year. So I owe like $40-something thousand to the school. It could be worse, to be honest. It could be a lot worse. I've seen some people with like hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I'm not like complaining or stressing too hard because I know God's gonna work it out. But it's just another thing you gotta account for when you're thinking about sharing your life with somebody else. Because like if I need to do a payment, let's just say I'm broke. If we married, it's kind of
it's on me. Why would you just say it? It would be on me.
It's kind of on her, and I don't want that. Like I don't want to have that feeling that I like put all that pressure on her, like I just gave her another problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to get your financials straight.
That's huge.
Huge. And
tell them that the 3 things Coach Jones said that'll make or break a marriage.
3 things that'll break a marriage. Communication. We already preach that.
We're good on communication.
Daily, faithfully, every day.
We get better by the day. We're not perfect at communication. We're not perfect,
but we definitely get better because we talk every day. That's definitely a check. Finances, because when financial problems hit, that's when people start having quarrels.
That can hit the fan.
That can make stuff hit
and
the fan.
I feel like that we didn't even really become conscious of financial issues or issues that it could cause. Because I still don't feel like we have financial issues. You don't like them, but I feel like we didn't even realize that till post graduation. Mm-hmm. Because we were just lackadaisical in college. Tuition was taken care of, food and meal plan was taken care of, all that was taken care of. But when we become real life adults, graduate from college, now you're pretty much on your own.
Bills.
Mm-hmm. That's a different animal. Way different animal.
Whole different animal. Whole different ball game. But, you're young, you get used to it, and you start figuring out a plan. But out of college, just expect bills to be waiting around the corner with that big old fist. This is life. Which is why I tell a lot of people, prep for post-college.
Because you didn't.
I didn't. Learn from my mistakes. I'll make a video about it. Learn.
Mm-hmm. On your channel, right?
Yeah, I'll put it on my channel.
Go follow Just Wait.
I only got 1 video and 1 intro video right now, but
that's 2 videos.
That's 2 videos. That's 2 videos. But yeah, I'll post a video about that. But you definitely need to prep for post-college life. It's not just I can just walk right out of college and there's my job.
He swore.
I thought I
told you
in the bag. I thought I had it in the bag. I did not. Anyways. That's a little bit of the reason why we're not married. What else is there? Well,
I know for you, as a man, Josh needs to be financially stable 100% on his own. Obviously that's important, but also I feel like he needs to live by himself as a man before he adds me into that equation. And then I know not a lot of women hold this mindset or mentality. But for me, I have a really big aspiration to live on my own before me and him get married too. I feel like it's kind of the independent woman in me that wants that for myself. Not even to prove it to myself, because right now I could honestly do it. But I don't know. It's just something about me that wants to just live on my own instead of going from living with my mom all my life to living with my husband the rest of my life. Where's the kind of self... Mm-hmm. It's not a self-love thing, but it's a self-something. Self-empowerment, maybe? It's for me, it's self-empowering to be able to 100% be on my own.
Cover everything.
Yeah, cover everything. I know I can take care of myself. It's just a matter of, really doing it. And, I keep saying, I think I just want to be selfish with the last bit of my time.
Yeah.
And I think I deserve that. And I think... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking with a mouthful. But I think, society has really drilled it into the men or males of society that make sure you live on your own, make sure your kingdom is built and your castle is all together before you get a wife. And how come they don't teach us women that? To live on your own and learn how to do things yourself. Not 100% rely on a man to do this, that, and the other. And I know a lot of women that kind of transfer from living with their parents all their life to living with their man. They don't really learn the financial bouts about things, how to pay bills consistently and stuff like that. I just want to learn all that for myself. I just think it's important.
Trial by fire.
I think in the Bible it even says about being equally yoked with your significant other. How will we be equal if you got the chance to live on your own and learn how to just provide for yourself, but I never got that?
Mm-hmm. I can appreciate the fact that you want to live on your own.
Really?
I can. Because, you're human like I am. Mm-hmm. And you feel I don't think there's a gap in thought when people want to say, I want to be independent. Both men and women want to be independent at some point and feel independent. They can take care of themselves. Mm-hmm. That's a part of being
not all, though.
Yeah, not all people. But if anybody had aspirations to be independent, I can see them why. Mm-hmm. They want to be okay, I can take care of myself. Because you never know. When life hits the fan, something happens. God forbid something happens to me.
Right, I would be screwed. And that happens to a lot of women. Yeah, God forbid. Your husband dies just randomly. It was a freak accident. If you don't know anything to do with your finances, how to survive without him, without a partner, that's not what I'm trying to do. That's obviously not the main reason God is protecting Josh all the time, but
all the time.
It's just smart to have those type of backup plans. And I don't know, it's just on my bucket list as a woman. Live on my own before we get married. And also, I don't know how old they think we are, but we're still pretty young. Like, we're not pushing 30 where it's like, why are they not married yet? We're past the point of like trying to get to know each other. I think we're both pretty aware we want to marry each other. We wouldn't still do this if we didn't. But it's now, like Josh said, it's not just about loving a person. And I feel like,
as much as we would love to ride off love,
I feel like society really establishes that, whether it's through social media or through movies and stuff. Like, when you see a couple getting married, when it's like a marriage type of movie, they don't talk about that type of stuff. They really make it the whole movie about, like, do they love each other? Is the groom in love with his female best friend? Like, stuff like that.
Love will
they don't talk about finances at all. Typically, the family is rich or the dad is paying for the wedding. That's abnormal.
That's how they cover
it's
their
so
tracks.
Abnormal, you know?
That's how they cover the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, we do this. Don't think that we're savages.
Yeah, we just bought this.
We just bought this.
We buy it and kill it in a day.
Yeah, we buy it and kill it in like dang near a sitting. We're pretty bad. I usually drink water, okay? I am still hydrated. I've drank my gallon of water today, but I still like sweet stuff, so. You drink your gallon? That's a no. That's definitely a no.
I know another thing for me as to why I know I'm not ready to be married too. I'm still a little too petty. I don't have another word for it, but like, I need my attitude to be better and my patience to be better before I decide to be his wife. Or before I'm the wife I feel he deserves. That makes sense? I have some more maturing to do.
I have a lot more maturing to do. I'm a goofball, y'all. And sometimes I don't know how to flip that switch off. And a part of becoming a man and a husband is being able to flip that switch. Like, I can have fun, but I also need to
know your limitations.
Yeah. Crack down. So I have like things that I need to get together. And my organization. She is my organizer. And I need to be able to do that for myself. So, I mean, we still have stuff. We have room to grow. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I don't know if those are like the big marriage stoppers. I think the big marriage stoppers are like financial security, you know, not necessarily getting the chance to be independent, at least for a little while, to figure out how it feels.
What is an example that you feel like you need to work on before you can be a husband?
Building a stronger sense of security in you. So like, build your sense of security with me. I feel like I need to build that up. Because like for a long, what did we say? The first year, you didn't feel like you were necessarily like
protected by
you? Protected. I want you to be completely comfortable being under my wing in terms of protection. I mean, she's pretty comfortable now, you know. Ain't no nigga finna come up in here and flex on me, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's other things that she needs to feel secure in. Secure in the fact that I'm financially stable. Secure in the fact that like if something hits the fan that I can still provide, or if like, yeah. That and maturity. I think maturity is a big one for me, guys. I'm pretty immature. I'm not gonna lie.
Give them an example.
Maybe some of y'all notice I don't handle emotional situations well. I usually end up cracking a joke, and it's not the right time for a joke. I'll tell you that right now.
It really, really irritates the crap out of me.
It's not the right time.
But I also, like, we had this long talk a couple weeks ago. His emotional intelligence has substantially improved, but it's not where it needs to be a husband. And there's just like little stuff that really irks me that I know there's give and take and nobody's perfect, but there's just some stuff that is just like I can't accept. Or I need it to be improved. So like, I guess a real simple example of like, I think other people will look at me like, Isi, what's wrong with you? But it's a very simple example. When we were on Instagram Live, and this person had like kind of commented to us like in adoration, like, I really look up to you guys are such an inspiration to me, your relationship, stuff like that. And for me, I'm very like, I'm in tune with myself and my emotional intelligence is pretty high. So for me, my reaction is thank you so much, like I really appreciate that. It's very like heartfelt. Whereas Josh's response was, oh my god, like the stuff you guys love about him, it's not bad, but I didn't feel it was the moment for that, because I know he didn't mean it to come off as rude or like mocking the person that like said that to us. But I know from another perspective, if I was that person, if I kind of like poured my heart out like that to some people and their reaction is like kind of like goofy and stuff, that would make me feel some type of way. It would make me almost feel like you're making fun of the fact that I decided to be vulnerable with you. And I know that's a very minute like example, but Josh just tends to do that a lot. But when we had our talk recently, I think it's because he just never was taught how to handle serious situations. Like even compliments, you don't like compliments, you're absolutely not good with accepting compliments. Like if I say you look good, babe, it's always kind of like
I'll give an explanation,
as to why you don't think you look that great, or he's just not good with that. So that's something that I've really like worked on with him over the years. I'm trying to grow his emotional intelligence and obviously be more in tune with his feelings. I think he's in tune with his feelings now. Now it's just a matter of
expressing them,
not expressing them.
I think I still need to improve on identifying situations, like the right
that
time
too.
for the right thing.
You're not, you know your feelings now. You're aware of your feelings when you're mad, you're sad, blah, blah. It's so hard to explain because it's not really with me that you have that struggle with. It's with outside people. It's like almost you're not comfortable with people seeing that vulnerable side of you like you are with me. Not that people need to see you cry or deserve to see, but like, I don't know. You know when we have our Sunday reflections and you're just very open and vulnerable?
It's just
you don't show that.
Awkward.
Why though?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's never been taught how to deal with that. Like,
I don't know.
Whereas my mom is super emotional and super sensitive and super open with her feelings and expressing herself, and I think that's why I'm like this. It's not an uncomfortable thing for me because I've always been raised in that light.
And my mom was super
affectionate.
Yeah, affectionate, emotional, and loving and stuff like that. It's just she divvied it up between the four of us kids. So like I didn't get all of that all the time. But
you guys never talk. You don't talk about your feelings with her.
That's
what I'm saying. I had that open outlet with my mom where we talked about everything.
And I will say, as a kid, I was actually pretty closed off emotionally. Like my mom would try and like prone it out of me, but I always felt like I was soft if I ever even like.
And that's not a good thing because a lot of boys are trained to think that you showing your emotions and feelings makes you soft or makes you like gay or whatever. That's the manliest thing like about a man. I feel like being able to be aware of his feelings and not be scared to express it, and still know that doesn't take anything away from your manhood by being able to do that. So that's what we're working on right now with him. One of the many things. There's also stuff that I know I need to work on, like I said, my patience, my attitude and stuff. Because our best friends that are getting married this weekend, it's so beautiful to see the way their relationship is. And granted, they've been together longer than us.
They're like our goals.
Yeah, they are. Yep. In certain aspects, they definitely are like our relationship goals. Just the way they treat each other. Like it's funny because like whenever they'll spend the night over the house, sometimes she'll like fall asleep before the rest of us. He will put a bonnet on her head.
That's
like
love.
The memes that we see on social media that might kind of be fake, he genuinely does that. And it was like another weekend, she like made him so mad, like pissed type stuff. And he still went out to his car because she fell asleep early. He still went out to his car, and she didn't have a bonnet at my house at the time. He put on his headscarf on her head. So like that's what I mean, like that deep genuine love. For me, I know I'm still immature because it's unfortunate, but like when Josh makes me mad, I don't want to say I love you. I don't want to make up fast. He's really good with that.
I'm really good with
that. But like I said, those type of qualities in me really is kind of pride. That type of pride in me I need to lose before I feel like I can be the wife he deserves. You know?
Cool.
So it's very interesting.
And that's why we're not married.
But yeah, we want to share that with you guys because we do get those comments all the time. And it's not like we feel some type of way. It's not like we're mad at it, but I feel like it needs to be established the reason why that probably won't happen in a couple months or next year. I don't know. Who knows what'll happen, but it's just not gonna happen as soon as I think y'all think or want. And those are the reasons why. We have a lot of stuff to still work on individually as a couple before we're ready to take that next step of spending the rest. Literally, marriage, like you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with someone. So I've been dating you since I was 20. I think you've been dating me since you were 19. So we're talking the next 50, 60, 70 years together. We need to make sure we're taking that next step into that level of love and partnership the right way, you know? So I think we kind of touched all bases.
We did.
This is my baby, though. I do love him.
That's my one. We
would not be together if we weren't dating with the intent to marry, because we'd be wasting each other's time at this point, because we're young, but we're not young enough to be playing with like time like this. You know what I mean? Like, because we could be, ain't nobody got time to be wasting at 20, because I'm about to be 25 next year, so he's about to be 24 next year, so we're at a good age where it's cool for us to both be aware that we want to get married but not be rushing into it. You know, see, our communication is good. That's covered. We talked about this obviously multiple times before, obviously sharing it with y'all, but it's just other little stuff we have to just get together.
We're trying to make that process as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
So we're really trying to eliminate any kink that could trip us up right before the wedding, you know what I'm saying? Cause like a whole ripple in the universe.
Yeah.
We're trying to iron out everything. And then come that time, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be YouTube million views worthy.
Oh my gosh. I did tell him, regardless if we share it on YouTube or not, like, I want our engagement on video. I love memories. I love that type of stuff. So I just need that in my repertoire.
Eats that up.
I
gotta figure out how to get a camera into the proposal.
I don't know how you're gonna do that.
I don't know either.
The one we did on Michelle and Patrol ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Vlogging. Alright, y'all. It's been real. We love y'all.
Hope you enjoyed this video.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
If you have any video suggestions. Oh my gosh. No, because other people might be together. They might have it all together.
Okay.
So do you.
We're ready.
But now you know why we aren't.
Why we're not.
Right this second.
You know?
But yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other like video topics or suggestions, please don't hesitate to comment them below, because they're really helpful. Because when we try to figure out eat and chill topics, one of the main reasons I feel like we're really inconsistent is we don't know what the heck to bring you guys. And we want to bring you guys like very good quality content that can like help you.
Not just like some regular
topic or something.
Stuff. There's too many couples out here giving you the lovey-dovey stuff.
Yeah, we want to give you real, raw, transparent how to survive in a relationship, how to make it last. But anyway, yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll let you finish chewing and we'll piece them out. You're so annoying. And we're fat because we just dang near both ate a foot long sandwich.
No, I did. Mine's gone.
I could finish mine.
Peace. Love, hair grease.
I hesitated because the heart wasn't perfect.
Okay. Ready?
Oh, I thought you did 3, 2, 1.
3, 2.
Peace, love, hair grease, and we out.